The secret to our $2.1 million rental business is something you can't get anywhere else. But today, we want you to have it. Co-founder and owner Xavier Kelly developed the all-in-one software and website builder that we use to this day. It's been a major factor in growing their business to the multi-million-dollar rental company that you see today. And I got to sit down with him and ask him all about how he developed it and why he wants you to have it today. Make sure you stay till the end of the video so you can see how you can get this for your rental business. Hi there, my name is Alexandra Johnson. Here at More Pro, I am the executive assistant, as well as doing some sales here and there. Today, I'm just gonna sit down with Xavier Kelly. He is the kind of the mastermind behind More Pro, even though I don't think he'd like to word it as that. But today, I'm just gonna get to sit down with him and get to talk to him about the software itself, how he developed it, and ways that maybe you could try to use it. Xavier, how are you?
I'm doing well.
I'm doing well.
A little sick. We've been trying to do this for a little bit.
Yeah, now we finally are. We can talk a little bit about how we know each other, how I kind of got started working for you.
Yeah, so that was like, I think, so technically Alex was technically Alexis was our first employee, but we didn't pay her. So technically she wasn't an employee. I don't know what you call it.
Yeah,
What you call somebody that you don't pay.
There's
a word for it. But Alex was the first person we actually paid legally. and especially when we did the transition, because remember we transitioned from like Alex just come help me out at the storage units, and she used to ride with Ruby to do some of the orders and stuff.
Yep.
Just kind of on her spare time and stuff. And then she moved over with us to basically over to the new office and stuff, and she got thrown in a whole bunch of different roles from there.
I remember those days.
Yeah.
I kind of went from, I got to see it early on. So like you said, we're just in a storage unit, and literally me and Ruby be waking up 5 in, just go on routes. But once I came back on again, I got to actually use, I didn't even know at that time, we were in a warehouse. It was just me in like a little office. And I didn't know that you would actually first kind of develop that software. Yeah. So what I was using, I had no idea that like it was something you were like, well, I need stuff that's gonna work for us. So it was really cool getting to use it, not even knowing that in my mind.
Yeah. At the beginning, it was bad. I remember you be getting people called, and if they were calling you, they'd be like, "Where's my stuff at?" But that's actually technically we didn't use the software at that point because we didn't.
Oh, okay.
But I guess you know what I'm saying. We would but that was the issue with that one, and that's the whole reason why we came into that. Because I was like, well, I'm tired of getting these calls and stuff, and it wasn't anything out there that fit our goals and stuff as well. Because we really want to keep our site that was working and converting, because we spent a lot of time and effort on that.
Yeah.
And just having like our actual like where we get leads at versus where our software management having 2 different places just wasn't a streamlined system for us.
Okay.
And so that kind of like helped us out. And I think like realistically, like even like at the beginning, I think that was like a big reason like why we had the most issues, because we didn't have all our information in one spot.
Yeah. Well, can you talk about that more too? Like, what was that tipping point when you finally were like, okay, enough is enough? What was going through your mind when you were like, okay, I know exactly what I need? And can you talk about what that was? You were like, this is what I need to put into it.
So when we first did it, all we did was a website. And then I was like, I'm going to find some type of software I can use. I wasn't planning on building anything, but like it was just small little tweaks and stuff. So Eddie would say, hey, you think we can do this? And I'm like, oh yeah, I do. I've added to the website and stuff like that. And then eventually we were at a point where it was like, if I develop any more, then like we're not going to use the software, off the shelf software. But I was really trying really hard to not develop and spend all this time doing this.
Oh wow.
Because my goal was just to focus on the rentals, not to focus on my software. I didn't want to have to worry about it at all. But I just kept coming to situations where I couldn't get an instant quote. And then like I was looking at like Party LTDs, like this company, and I was like, I want my stuff to give me an instant quote like that, and then put it into the system. And it just over time, it just didn't happen.
You had tried other like softwares or just
yeah. So I tried like not throwing shade on these, because you can make money with any software you kind of use, just depending on your preference. But I tried TapGoods, they're here in Dallas. I tried Good Shuffle Pro, and I was like, it was probably the closest to where I wanted to be at, but I wanted to have my website on it too. I did a demo for Unbookable, but it was too a little bit basic from basing what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I was planning to set up, I think Eddie talked to a couple ERS people and stuff like that. But like it wouldn't work with what we were trying to do. Like there was no instant quote feature that we had, and like not all of them had the the inventory management, stuff like that, which were big major things because, if you remember, we were just using QuickBooks and we used to print out the papers and it was terrible on that one because if a paper got missed or you didn't print it out, not you specific, but if we didn't print it out or something like that, we would be stuck, or if the paper walks away, who knows?
Yeah, and then you get my end of things when brides are like, "Where's my stuff?
When my private started 2 hours."
I'm already walking down the aisle.
Ain't no chairs out here. Everyone's standing for me. They said, "Everyone take a seat." But so we had stuff like that. So that's kind of like the grinding point was probably like closer to the end of that year when I was at the point when I was like, well, I've already have an inventory management system. I'm just gonna keep building this out so I can get this experience that I wanted. But that was not what I was looking for. And even though we probably talk about this later, but like I really wasn't looking forward to even trying to sell the software. It just happened that like Eddie literally just talked to somebody and offered that we can help them with something. And I was like, no, we're not doing this because this is my competitive advantage and stuff like that. I was like, this is kind of our stuff that help us stand out for people. But as we kind of grown and actually built our business, our business a little bit better and stuff, I understand that like software is just a tool. It's great. It does a lot of things for you. But if you come with the software with a good plan, you can do a lot with it.
Yeah. Can you talk to me about kind of phase one of the software versus where it's at today? Like what have been the things, because we've been using it for what? Like how many years?
5 years now.
5 years. From year one to right now, how would you say, like, what are some of the changes and things you've learned from it?
Now, if you need more help in your rental business, please click the link below for our free ultimate checklist showing you how to start and run your rental business.
Yeah. So initially, the software was just basically just a quoting system. It's not really so much inventory management, just you put your inventory in there, it creates the quotes for you, create instant quote. That's basically the whole point of it. People can do instant bookings. Okay. So that was the basic components of everything, which is kind of the core of still the software now. But now the software is a lot more. Like you can like set up your emails and stuff, do your automatic triggers, just schedule messages. You can do so much now where like it's kind of be like an operating system for how we run our business. Our whole goal was that for when someone comes to work with us, they don't have to go use any other software. They can use just this one software and do everything they're supposed to do. And so like we've been transitioning from just like purely only booking to like actually a place where you operate your business on there, from marketing, sales, all the way to operations, and then come back around with finances, with reports and stuff.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like about it too, is it is truly all in one. Because what kind of made you decide to do, I see what you're saying, like you had the quoting, the inventory tracking. Maybe it's just the girl in me and the design in me. I'm really fascinated that it has like blog posts, the marketing, the SEO. What was that process of like, when did you kind of come to that decision? Like, I need this in there.
So actually, I don't know if you like this answer or not, but remember when I told you when I had something special for you before you planned on leaving? Because the first time. Well, you only left one time.
Oh yeah,
you only left once.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
But I don't understand when you left. It was hectic because we didn't have the stuff and also you do other stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
And everything. So, but what happened was like I was literally planning on of creating this new position because I knew that I wanted to start figuring out how we can use media to affect and build Kelly Rentals more. Yeah. And stuff like that. And so I was thinking we would create blog posts and really just build like SEO and stuff like that. And so those were kind of like the building blocks of it right there.
I like that.
And so like the actual software that we have right now, so obviously the software components portion is newer, but the framework for actually what we run the software on top of it is it's actually a framework that I actually built out so I can build websites. I can build them faster and faster. And now I've been developing the frameworks to be able to build applications faster. So that has made it, the whole point, made it a lot easier to build these things out and be able to build them where we can deploy them fast and be able to move really fast to be able to solve a lot of issues that we have.
Yeah, I like that. How is it today? Like if you had to just look at the software from an objective side of it, like just on the outside looking in, what would you say today?
Yeah, so our software as it stands right now, I think it has been, so basically for the efforts we've been putting in, it's more focused on just converting users into basic users into leads, into paying customers. That's like our strong suit right there, I would say. For like by far, I will put it up to any other software, anything, we will convert more targeted traffic than anybody. Yeah. The thing we're starting to work on now is that like, now that you have these leads, and this is the part that I think our next couple of years will be kind of focused on, like how do you get it so people can operate it and streamline that? Because we've pretty much streamlined the marketing and sales process. Now, can we streamline the operating processes?
Yeah.
Now, we have a lot of things in there that I think that lead to it. And we have things even before other people had them. Like we've had when the driver can mark that they arrive, mark when they're completed. You know, they can mark when they did not complete it. They can mark what they're going to. We have routing and everything. We had that for a long time. But I think like the emphasis of like going deeper into that side and like really building the software out to not just work with people who do sales and marketing, but really to build it out to make it so people who are like Eddie, who's mostly on the operating side, are going to be able to operate their business and not have to use any other tools.
Yeah, it is kind of, I would say once you get the hang of it, like really comfortable for people who aren't tech savvy to use. So it is nice there.
Yeah, it's a simple framework. It's like, well, you pretty much look at it, you know, it tells you exactly what each thing does. Yeah. We didn't try to go too complicated on everything. We do have quite a bit of features in there, but I think it's pretty straightforward on the descriptions and everything. Generally, I think the learning curve for a lot of people is probably like a couple hours, and they can just run through it on there. I've seen some people just jump in and just go.
Yeah. Are you a rental business that needs a website or a software? Well, we have Rent More Pro. This is an all-in-one rental store that helps you manage things from your inventory, your contracts, and even your drivers. On top of that, it has automatic quoting and automatic invoicing to save your time and money. If you're interested in this, please click the link below for a free demo today.
You really do learn it. You could just take like an hour, like you said, just to go through it.
Yeah.
Now, I know you kind of touched on it earlier, but wrapping all this up with a bow, knowing that it is kind of like our, I don't want to say secret weapon, but, special tool. Why is it like, talk to me about that story of how you were like, okay, I don't want to sell this to now I do want to offer it up to people.
Yeah. So I guess for a while, which I guess started with your brother, I would say, brother's Anthony. And so, so it started with a brother and stuff like that. Cause like, I always had this real fascination. Like I was thought like, if I can choose what I worked on, I always wanted to help other people, work on building out and basically starting a service business, specifically service rentals, all in that income right there. And that's kind of like was the main portion of it. And so that's kind of when like, I was like, when he did it, I was kind of like, oh, why do you do that, Eddie? And then I thought about it. And I think because he's had the conversations with me too, like this is something I'm like extremely passionate about. Like I love having a rental business, but like I really liked talking to people about business in general.
You do.
And that's like, and you know me for a long time, that's like my main concept was like, and I had used the framework to build people websites out, to use it for other clients in the past and use just the framework to do it. And then I was like, well, like this is something I kind of really wanted to do. I didn't think I had the opportunity to do it. Because to be honest, like I guess like me just programming in my own world, sometimes you don't think like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna be good enough. Yeah. But then like seeing it go out there, it makes $1 million for people. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess it is good enough. Yeah. And then like, having people use it and like build their business off of it and grow. Yeah. And now we're like racing forward, can't keep up with demand. So I think like that was kind of like my thought process really is like I'm moving towards my ultimate goal, which is just to help more service businesses and really help more people just take control of their own livelihood and be able to live life on their terms. Because starting this rental business has allowed me to be able to do so many things. Before this, I worked in multiple agencies. I made good money and stuff out there, but my time was very restricted. Now, like I can actually build a team out. I can actually experience things that I would never experience, and like it's given me like a new sense of freedom. I would say, to be able to work on things that I care about, which is all this right here. Yeah. And we want to have that, and I get to work with people that I care tremendously about. Because everybody in this office, or really anybody that uses our software, we work with them, talk to them, we're close to everybody. Like, I care a lot about them a lot. This is not like a random group of people. We just, this is kind of like, these are people that help us keep build people's
Yeah, you do get to, I've noticed that too, even just being on the other side of doing demos or like selling to people, is you get to know them and you get to know, okay, what made them passionate about starting their business. And so you do become, as cheesy as it can sound, like a family with them. Because I had somebody ask me, they're like, if this is so great, why, and you're using it, why would you want other people to use it? And I literally said, I was like you said, yeah, there's Kelly Rentals, and but the bigger picture, especially with the YouTube channel, with the software, is to help other people make money, to help other people have their own business and have control of it. And something else I would say too, and you can touch on this and kind of correct me too, is I've had people question like, you know, is it the kind of thing you want to get when you start with like 10 employees or when it's just myself? And I've said, honestly, both work, because it's easy to use. And it's the kind of thing where even if it is just you want to have that extra organization on your back to be able to track your inventory, track your deliveries. And then as you grow from using the software, it's even better to use once you have other employees, like when you brought me on, to sit in an office and be there to, you know, once quotes come in and they're sent out, you know. So I don't know. I like it for that too. It's kind of a one size fits all.
I think the whole point of the tool, if you think about it, is that if you come in as one person, it allows you to do the work of 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
And when you do have 10, 20 people or so, you can do the work of 60 people.
Yeah.
Like it should build the profit back into your business, because it's taking care of things that you don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
And also keeping everybody connected so everyone knows what's going on and everyone knows what the priority is.
Yeah. I like that a lot. Do you have anything else you want to add about current clients who've using it, some feedback you've gotten, or just what you would say to anybody watching this video who's kind of like, I want to know a little bit more about this?
Yeah. So if you want to know more about this, we're currently doing an offer right now, because like we believe in this, we trust on this more than anything in this world right now. Is that not anything's world? We got Jesus and stuff out here. Let me put it back to the thing that I can capable of doing. We're offering basically to any rental business that wants to use the software, where we'll set you up on the software, we'll run your ads for it, and we'll prove to you that you can make money from this, and we'll show you the profit spread and everything, and you don't have to pay us nothing until you make $1.
Yeah.
So if you want to try it out, you can put that down below. But for the most part, we've had quite a bit of success. Not saying that there's no trial and tribulations at all, but we've been working through those, and we really focus on making sure that everyone understands that like we're in this together. Like if you don't succeed, then the software's not worth anything if you don't make any money.
Yeah.
And not many other people will give you that guarantee on that stuff, because like I know, because it's us. Like we're working on it, and we're gonna do everything we possibly can to make sure you succeed.
Cool.
So if you want to check it out, drop down the link below. And check out a demo. You see Alex on there.
Sign up for a demo, click the link below. It would probably be with me.
Yeah.
I'll just sit down and talk with you through the software, and you can kind of see for yourself, because that's the best way to do it. And that's what I like about this offer. Truly, if you're even for like a split second watching this video and thinking like, I'm interested, but I don't know, you lose nothing in trying it. Truly, we don't mind. We will set it up for you, get it launched. Like he said, get you some ads. I feel like it's the perfect offer just to try it, and there's no holds if you end up not liking it, although I think you will like it. Yeah, so it's definitely worth trying it out.
Yeah, because the best way to see if this is gonna work for you is inside, so come inside with us.
Well, thank you, Xavier. It's nice talking to you, nice sitting down, chatting with you.
I appreciate you, Alex. We're here. Yeah, so let me know if you guys want us to do more of this right here.
Yeah.
So we can have Alex more on here. Everyone kind of in the back end probably already know Alex.
Yeah.
And so you get to see on here, she's actually better at this stuff than me and Eddie.
No.
And trained and stuff. Her and Tina are professionally trained paid actors, and then on there stuff like that. So we appreciate you guys and stuff.
Anytime Xavier sees us smiling at work, he thinks we're just acting.
Yeah, there's some actors.
No.
On there. I'm not acting. I'm exactly what you see.
Please check out the link below and subscribe. Please like the video. If you don't like it, I'll assume it's because of me. So please like the video.